Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome. We are from Group 2. Our documentary uncovers the history and dynamic role of Mudarabah and Musharakah in Islamic finance while summarizing key findings from our group meta-analysis and literature review.
In our meta-analysis, we reviewed 60 articles plus 4 additional ones to strengthen our study on Mudarabah and Musharakah Mutanakisah. We found 3 key articles stood out in aligning closely with our main themes. In the first articles, it covers the general challenges of implementing these products in Islamic finance. It provides insight from scholars, bankers and entrepreneurs, highlighting practical issues in financial institutions. For the second article, it takes a deeper look at challenges specific to Pakistan. It connects well with broader studies like Mohamed and al. 2016, addressing regional obstacles to applying Mudarabah and Musharakah. And the last article, it explores implementation difficulties with a focus on SMB financing gaps. It provides a comprehensive regional perspective, offering valuable insights into hurdles faced across different markets.
In terms of year of publication, over the past 3 decades, interest in Mudarabah and partnership in Islamic finance has grown significantly, starting with just a few publications in the late 1990s with 1 article only. The field gained momentum after the 2008 financial crisis.
The majority of the references used in this meta-analysis are journal articles, which collectively represent a significant portion, estimated to be around 80% of the total studies reviewed. It ensures the reliability and validity of the outcome derived from this meta-analytic process.
Our study focused on 5 main themes. The biggest at 40% is the challenges in using Mudarabah and Musharakah contracts. Many writers are concerned with the difficulties of applying these contracts in modern life. Second, at 20% is microfinance and its role in reducing poverty, showing the focus on how these contracts can help alleviate poverty. ROI and financial performance as well as legal and regulatory frameworks each make up 50%, emphasizing profitability and governance. Finally, 10% covers modern applications and developments of partnership contracts.
For language distribution, 59 over 60 papers are in English, with only 1 blending Malay and English. Why? Because English dominates an academic and ensuring global reach. From Indonesia to Nigeria, researchers use English to connect globally, with only 1 paper combined Malay and English with targeting both local and international audience. This topic we review of 23 articles and we explore 5 compelling themes of evolution. We explore their history, the challenges they face, their role in lifting communities from poverty, their integration into contemporary finance, and finally commitment to sustainability and social responsibility.
The first theme is history of interpretation in Mudarabah and financial contracts. For this theme, it consists of 2 articles from list 1 and 4 additional articles to enhance the finding. The first one is methodology. This theme focuses on how contracts like Mudarabah evolve from historical Islamic law to modern applications. Different authors use various methods to explore this, such as analyzing classical texts, comparing historical and contemporary perspective, and solving modern issues. For instance, Shahruddin 2010 studies Maliki rulings to show how Islamic law remains relevant, while Ramli 2016 focuses on classical Hanafi texts. Safwan 2016 used comparative analysis to highlight the evolution of Mudarabah, and Saruji et al. 2022 suggests modern tweaks for tech commercialization. One is comparison of the articles. A key similarity is that many authors agree Mudarabah remains a flexible, ethical tool for trade and partnerships, as seen in studies of Safwan 2016 and Hassan et al. 2011. Differences arise in focus. Ramli 2016 sticks to classical interpretation, while Saruji et al. 2022 explores adapting Mudarabah to modern challenges like intellectual property. Third one is gaps and future research. A major gap is the limited connection between classical principles and modern practices like Musharakah Mutanakisah. A future research could explore how classical models influence modern Islamic finance or analyze socio-economic conditions shaping Mudarabah historically and to our development today. The first one is about economic solutions. Through the problems that we found in the articles, Mudarabah addresses wealth disparity by promoting fair profit sharing, empowering women in commons as what illustrated from the story of Prophet Muhammad and Siti Khadijah, and being inspired by historical success. It can enhance gender-inclusive entrepreneurship and Sharia-compliant, tackling issues like poverty and climate change sustainably.
Mudarabah and Musharakah, 2 key principles in Islamic finance, offer potential for equitable profit sharing, yet their adoption faced significant challenges. Research highlight issues such as moral hazard, low returns, and operational inefficiency. Islamic banks often incur high monitoring costs to mitigate risk, limiting the broad application of Mudarabah. Governance reform, better management training, and stronger oversight mechanisms are critical to overcoming this barrier. In Pakistan, obstacles including high risk, lack of awareness, regulatory constraint, and low returns. Many people equate Islamic banking with conventional system, prefer fixed return contract over profit sharing model like Mudarabah and Musharakah. Addressing these cultural and structural barriers require enhanced financial literacy and regulatory reform. In Malaysia, the challenges intensified during the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet, innovative measures like investment account platform and initiatives like iTakat emerged, empowering small businesses and fostering recovery. This effort demonstrates the adaptability of Mudarabah even during economic crisis. Despite high risk and asymmetric information issues, countries like Malaysia are paving the way for sustainable models. Fintech innovation and proactive strategies show how Mudarabah can drive inclusive growth and resilience in modern financial system.
Themes 3, Mudarabah and Musharakah have evolved from ethical principles to powerful tools for poverty alleviation and economic empowerment. In 2010, Costa et al. Led the foundation, demonstrating how this tool empowered women in Egypt. By 2017, Manap et al. Introduced a microfinance model highlighting the fairness of profit and loss sharing. 2019, al-Mubarak and Mohamed applied Mudarabah to Nigeria's poverty program, empowering entrepreneurs and boosting productivity, especially in agriculture. Ahmad et al. Showcased Musharakah role in Pakistan economic development, fostering job creation and financial resilience. And the latest innovation, Mudarabah, best crowdfunding by Ahmad Jamaluddin et al. It supports single mothers, combining technology and finance for sustainable growth. From theory to practice, these Islamic finance tools adapt to diverse socio-economic challenges, offering ethical solutions for modern issues like financial exclusions and regional disparities. As they evolve, Mudarabah and Musharakah continue to bridge gaps, fostering global economic empowerment.
For the fourth theme, evaluation of Mudarabah and partnership in modern Islamic banking will highlight key findings and methodologies from 4 studies. For example, Rahman 2018 used a qualitative study grounded in primary Islamic sources, emphasizing Mudarabah's theoretical and practical applications. Next, Eurista RD 2020 used a mixed method approach highlighting Mudarabah's role in creating sustainable financial products. Secondly, comparison of the articles. The similarities of all 4 studies is they agree on Mudarabah's ethical and risk-sharing benefits. However, they differ in their approach. For example, Rahman 2018 stresses its role in equitable wealth distribution, encourage partnerships between capital providers and entrepreneurs. Next, Eurista and RD 2020 highlight Mudarabah's contribution to financial inclusion and the development of innovative instruments like Sukuk. Next, Huda 2022 focuses on operational strategies to align profitability with Sharia compliance. Third, gaps and future research. The key gaps include: first, there's a lack of empirical evidence and case-based research, so it limits the practical insight by Rahman 2018. And secondly, the studies by Eurista and RD 2020 only focus on Indonesia, so it restricts the global applicability. And third, there's a lack of research concerning the impact that technology has or will have on the Mudarabah contract. Fourth, economic solutions to modern issues. Mudarabah contracts provide effective solutions to socio-economic challenges like poverty and inequality. They promote financial inclusivity by enabling undeserved entrepreneurs to access fundings through profit-sharing models, fostering self-sufficiency and economic independence.
Next, we explore how these 2 contracts are evolving into powerful tools for a sustainable and socially responsible future. The 4 studies spanning from Nagaoka to Bedu et al. Reflect the evolution of thought on Mudarabah. Nagaoka began with theoretical critique of Mudarabah, exploring its potential to tackle inequality and climate change. A decade later, Mohamed shifted the focus to practical applications, introducing crowdfunding as a way to support sustainable projects, especially in regions like northern Nigeria. Faisal et al. Brought in an ethical perspective, linking Islamic social responsibility to these contracts, while Bedu et al. Incorporated the emerging emphasis on ESG principles, showing how Mudarabah aligns with broader sustainability goals. Despite their different approaches, all 4 studies share key principles: shared risk and reward, economic justice, and transparency. These principles have kept Mudarabah and Musharakah relevant as sustainable financing tools across the years. However, gaps remains. For instance, Mudarabah and Musharakah align with ESG goals but lack data on environmental impact and strategies for trust in crowdfunding, as noted by Mohamed. Studies also suffer from small samples and missing ISR-based frameworks for moral hazard, highlighted by Faisal et al. So, future research should focus explore ecological effects, trust building, broader regions, and real-world case studies. Lastly, solutions like Mohamed crowdfunding for green projects and Bedu's emphasis on empowering SMEs demonstrate how these financing tools can drive a more sustainable future. To conclude, Mudarabah and Musharakah rooted in Islamic principles have evolved over time to address global challenges like wealth disparity and environmental degradation. With ongoing adaptation and the integration of technology, these historic models hold the potential to reshape both financial systems and societal structures for lasting impacts.